Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Jones. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
3 yards remain for second down. Throwing Jones. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. Second and 14. Back to throw. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 29, Jones completes it to Aguilar. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
Looking to throw. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And now off to the races down the right side. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Patriots nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now Jones to throw on third down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Jones. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow to Mixon on the check down. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
From the 39, Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again, Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Four yards remain for 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From just shy of midfield, Jones. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st down, it's Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw here to his running back. Pushes him aside at the 45. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side. And he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Jones on first down. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now...
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Christian Barmore. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And this one is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
On 1st and 10, Jones in trouble, and he's taken down. B.J. Hill, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. A quick pass out to Aguilar. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Jones, and caught by Henry. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Off the bootleg, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2 and to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points, and following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Smith.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 36, Jones. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jones will sneak it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. To try here for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Burrow.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Patriots are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing, Jones.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st down, it's Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down in a nice little gain.
68 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On the give, this is Harris. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's Burrow. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though. I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense. See if they can get in his range. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Pass complete to Harris. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. To throw is Jones. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The Bengals drive about to get going. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime. What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner. Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it. And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance. Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Come on, come get some. Come get some. Come on, come get some.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Shreds him with his stiff arm. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there for the Patriots. Well, that certainly changes things here because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. It's caught. Smith. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense had got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40. Past the 20.
Pass some of this. Pass some of
And he
this.
will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Bengals, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for New England, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.